Desk check with Datadog. What should I do to test if my algorithm is working?
Have you ever done a desk check?
No. What's a desk check?
You step through an algorithm to see if there are errors and test if it does what you intend it to do. This process is also called tracing. It is as if you trace all possible paths through an algorithm and check that they lead where expected.
That sounds like it will help save time. Much better to find errors now rather than after I have written all the code. I will do a desk check of my animal sounds algorithm. This is my animal sounds algorithm. Before I begin, I am going to run through the algorithm as it is. First thing I need to do is declare the animal variable. Then prompt the user to select an animal, cat, dog, or bird. If the animal equals cat, then we're going to play some sound, meow. Else, we'll play some sound, chirp. And if. It's time to do a desk check to test the logic. I will run through the program, tracing each path. When you complete a desk check, you will run through two processes. The first being input entered by the user, and the second process is looking at what will appear on the screen. This is output. The variable animal is declared. This is needed so that the user input can be assigned to a variable. Now, the user is prompted for an input. Let's choose the animal cat for the first input option. As you can see on the right, under input, animal equals cat. Now, the next statement in the algorithm, if animal equals cat, to play a sound meow. Under output, play sound meow will appear. The else statement is not needed, so it will be skipped, and the if command finishes the program. That works. The input was cat, and the correct output sound meow was made. Then, the program stops with end if. Let's trace the algorithm again. First, declare the animal variable. Prompt the user to select an animal, so the input equals dog. Then check that the if statement is correct. No, animal doesn't equal cat, which means that the if statement is false. Now we have to skip to the else statement. And it will play the sound chirp. And the program will end. Wait a minute, dogs don't chirp. This is an error. Ah, I see. I'm missing the woof sound, of course. How can I add this in? I think adding an else if statement will do the trick. Let's try this. Starting from the top again, declare the animal variable. Prompt the user to enter the input, which will be animal equals dog. Then we have to check if the if statement is true. And no, because animal doesn't equal cat. This means we then have to skip to the next statement, which is else if. Else if animal equals dog, that's true. Then play the sound woof. The output is play sound woof. This is correct. The next statement is skipped because the else if statement has been met, and the program then ends. Excellent. That fixed the error. Now, just to check the last option. Have a go and see if the animal equals bird produces the output sound chirp. And yes, animal equals bird produces the output chirp. Now I have finished tracing or desk checking my algorithm. It is now ready to program.